Hello everybody, Brad Johnson here, and I'm going to be talking about a very exciting topic for this video, and we're going to be looking into the Book of Life and the Akashic Records. Now, it was actually a couple of months ago when I started to do self-Akashic readings on myself. I wanted to look more into the greater depths of certain lifetimes. When I've looked at it in the past, I was able to just get these particular forms of instant Akashic transmissions, which is how I've been doing my two sessions, Akashic Record sessions, Spiral Akashic viewings as well too. And I would basically just go into these instant download Akashic transmission states. It was very, very light as well too. I would say I'd probably be more in the alpha state when I was starting to do them. But when I got into looking into my own Book of Life, which really represents your soul archive, it's your entire book as it relates to the expressions of your soul. Everything that's written down within your own universal database that is actually in the form of a book, you could say. So I started doing this, and I started looking more deeper into the Akash relating to my own Book of Life. And there was a lot deeper information that was coming about, looking into many other lifetimes that I've had here on this planet, looking into more of cosmic lifetimes as well too, actually looking into my own soul essence as well too, seeing a lot of figurative aspects relating to a greater state of being that again came through this book, the Book of Life. And Edgar Cayce, of course, talked about the Book of Life, where it again represents that of, yes, the Akashic database, the universal database, that he would go into a library and that he would be handed a person's book. And he would actually be able to look through that book and start sharing information as it relates to that person's past lifetime or future lifetime or whatever information came about. It's also the idea that you can use the Book of Life for events as well. You can look into ancient history, you can look into probabilities of quote-unquote future events. But again, what's really happened that's quite exciting is the past couple of weeks, through a lot of the work that I've been doing with the Book of Life in the past, I'm now actually able to look at a person's Book of Life through the theta state. So this has been really, really exciting. The past several sessions I've done with both Spiral Akashic viewings and Akashic Record sessions, I've been able to be handed this person's book, the person I'm looking at, and actually being able to flip open the book and actually start looking into details, a lot more greater details than I have before, as it would relate to one's own Akashic Record session. So if that's looking into a past life, if that's looking into a future life, if that's looking into their soul archive, looking about what's beyond Earth, other incarnations on other planets, their own angelic archetypes, extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional, elemental, right? It goes on and on and on. But I've been able to look at these books, again, going into the permission states with others that have signed up for these sessions, and it's been incredible. There's just been a lot of great depth. So what I'm basically offering through both of the sessions, through Spiral Akashic viewings or the Akashic Record sessions, is actually going to be adding a specific, I guess you could say, note to the person that I'm working with about how they're actually able to see their own Book of Life or access their own Book of Life. So as I stated, this is a lot more deeper than just being able to receive kind of alpha-based Akashic transmissions like I have in the past. When I just started looking in people's books of life, I was just amazed. I was amazed about just looking at some greater specificity with the lives that were coming together. You know, I was able to sometimes get locations, being able to get more about the person's information about their family, even looking into like the cover of their Book of Life as well too. Sometimes there will appear symbols, sometimes it's a simple label that you can use as well. So there will also be, you know, those particular types of in-depth readings, again through an Akashic Record session or through a Spiral Akashic viewing, looking a little bit more deeper into certain things, even though they're both summaries. But I've really, really enjoyed this. This is certainly a new ability that has come together. And I feel that when you're actually able to access your Book of Life, you're going a lot deeper into looking into not just your other lifetimes, but even in this current lifetime, right? You can connect to this current lifetime. You can look at your book of life as it relates to perhaps strategies, you're looking to implement into yourself, new developments, inner developments, the list goes on, right? And you're able to just feel yourself flipping this book, right? Sometimes it may appear that the pages in the book of life may feel blank, but they're not actually quote unquote blank. They're just the idea that that information isn't available until what you are noticing within the book is actually being recognized. So this has really just been an incredible, fantastic experience. It's not really something I can teach a person to access their own book of life in greater depth, right? I basically give you kind of a keyword, I give you a symbol, and then you're utilizing that to connect with your own Akashic guide. And then your own Akashic guide or Akashic master is basically handing you this book. So what I basically do is I ask permission if it's okay if I can share something with you through the records, through the Spiral Akashic viewing, where you are able to access your book of life. And then of course I'll get an answer, and then it kind of, again, if it's all, thumbs up, then of course you'll be able to look into your own book of life. If not, then I simply give you the steps about how you're able to access your book of life. So this is something that, again, is a greater, deeper experience for those that are interested in looking more into the Akashic Records, looking into your book of life, because when you access it and you look into it and you understand what everything is being shared with you in that way through the book, it's transformational. It's incredible. You really understand a greater depth of your soul. You understand more about your incarnation plan. You're able to look much more deeper into the mechanics. You can improve your healing. You can improve your memory. You can, again, create new relationships. You can actually look at certain forms of contracts, and you can actually rekindle them. Or again, even looking into different directions of what you can do. Negotiating contracts, it's intense. It's very, very deep. So again, if this is something that any of you are interested in, you can go ahead and go to the website, newearthteachings.com, and you can go ahead and take a look at Akashic Records sessions or Spiral Akashic viewings. Again, the Book of Life is available through either of those sessions. So go ahead and take a look, and I'm just happy to offer my assistance in any way I can to helping you guys access your Book of Life and looking into the greater depths of your soul archive. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you all again in the next video. May it be well with you all. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to New Earth Teachings YouTube channel. Please feel free to visit our website, newearthteachings.com. Private sessions, digital courses, blog, free media, and a lot more. Again, newearthteachings.com. Thank you so much, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the next video. Take care.